Hi, my name is Audrey Pimarda, and today my presentation is going to be on the effects of alcohol on athletic performance. Alcohol consumption negatively affects athletic performance by impairing muscle recovery, reducing coordination, reaction time, and decreasing overall endurance, making it a significant hindrance to both training and competition. The effects of alcohol on athletic performance do depend on quantity, timing, type of exercise, nutrition status, and demographics. So, for example, gender, age, and body mass are a big factor in the effects of alcohol. So, my first topic, I'm going to discuss the physiological effects of alcohol on athletes. So, this one is specifically the neurological effects. Alcohol acts as a central nervous system depressant. It causes a slower reaction time. It impairs fine motor control. It weakens balance. It compromises coordination. And it worsens split second decision making, which is vital in most athletic competitions. Alcohol can also cause disturbances in sleep. Consuming alcohol before sleep can disrupt normal sleep architecture, shortening the quality of restorative sleep, which is important for recovery. The next one is the skeletal muscle effects. So, alcohol reduces the normal calcium signals inside muscle cells by blocking the channels that let the calcium in. Because muscles need calcium to contract, this can interfere with how well muscles activate and produce force. Alcohol also reduces muscle glycogen uptake/storage, meaning poorer fuel availability for performance. It also increases inflammation and fibrosis in the skeletal muscle tissue. Next, these are the metabolic effects. Alcohol causes an imbalance between anabolic and catabolic pathways, causing the body to be pushed towards more muscle breakdown than muscle building, which harms recovery, strength gains, and overall athletic performance. It suppresses muscle protein synthesis and compromises recovery post exercise. Alcohol also impairs the liver's ability to perform gluconeogenesis by reducing its uptake of key precursors such as lactate and glycerol, limiting the production of endoneogenesis glucose. Lastly, the hydration and thermoregulation effects are that alcohol, especially beverages containing more than 4% ABV, acts as a diuretic by inhibiting antidiuretic hormones, increasing urine output, which delays rehydration after exercise. Alcohol causes peripheral vasodilation, which increases fluid loss via evaporation, and it impairs core body temperature regulation, which leads to reduced work tolerance in hot and cold environments. My next topic isn't the alcohol effects on performance, so this one is specifically endurance. So, for endurance performance, evidence suggests there is a threshold of less than 20 millimoles per liter of ethanol before performance starts to decline. So, beyond this threshold, these symptoms can be present, such as slower metabolism of energy substrates and inhibited gluconeogenesis. So, these are the effects on strength. Alcohol affects strength by reducing muscle protein synthesis, which slows muscle growth and strength gains. It lowers testosterone slash raises cortisol, which promotes muscle breakdown. It impairs neuromuscular function, which decreases muscle activation and coordination. It delays recovery so that muscles take longer to repair after strength training. And lastly, it causes dehydration, which reduces muscle contraction efficiency. Overall, the cumulative effects of reduced endurance and strength contribute to a marked decline in training outcomes and competitive performance. So these are the effects of alcohol and recovery. Proper recovery requires replenishing glycogen, stimulating muscle protein synthesis, and restoring fluid and electrolyte balance. Alcohol after exercise can interfere with the nutrition, hydration, and recovery processes, making NPS less effective. High doses of alcohol post-resistance exercise increases cortisol and decreases testosterone, which may hamper long-term training adaptations. Because of the amount of negative effects, such as fuel, thirst, muscle, protein, and cognition, using alcohol during periods of intense training or competition seasons is risky for athletes. So, the long term effects of alcohol, chronic alcohol use may lead to nutritional deficiencies such as vitamin B12, thiamine, and folate. It causes a weakened immune system, which means more illnesses and a slower recovery time. It causes poor body composition, so there's an increase of fat from the excess calories and decreased lean muscle, and it increases injury risk. So, long term alcohol use undermines nearly every aspect of athletic performance, such as strength, endurance, coordination, recovery, and body composition, which reduces the athlete's overall competitiveness and increases their injury risk. So, the do's and don'ts of athletes consuming alcohol. Athletes should avoid alcohol before exercise and delay intake after intense training to allow optimal recovery and adaptation. Binge drinking is particularly disruptive to training and competition performance. Alcohol consumption post exercise can impair recovery, so athletes should be cautious, especially during critical recovery periods. If athletes choose to drink, it should be outside key training/competition windows with attention to quantity and frequency, but overall, athletes should avoid alcohol during, in total. Alcohol negatively impacts athletic performance by affecting the nervous system, muscles, metabolism, and recovery. It slows the reaction time, impairs their coordination and balance, and it disrupts restorative sleep. In muscles, it reduces calcium signaling, glycogen storage, and protein synthesis, while increasing inflammation, which weakens strength and endurance. Remember, athletic performance is built on consistent training, proper recovery, and smart choices. Minimizing alcohol around critical training and competition windows is one way to protect progress and long term health. Thank you.